We'll start Module 2 with learning how to read existing data in a different format. We read and play with the built-in data of R in Module 1 assignment. Often, we want to read the already existing data in various formats, either stored on your computer or on the web. With the data, we'll find some summary statistics, including means and standard deviations, and more. We'll make some graphs using ggplot package and find and interpret confidence interval and do hypothesis test in R. When importing data set, read.table and read.csv function are the most commonly used commands. Using these functions, we'll learn how to read the data in different formats, including when the data is on your computer, when the data is built in R package, and when the data is on the web. Let's consider the roller coaster data. Roller coaster enthusiasts value faster roller coasters as more thrilling. Data are collected on 112 roller coasters worldwide. The data includes various variables, including the length, the maximum height, the maximum drop, the number of inversions, the age in years, type, and the maximum speed of roller coaster. The data is available on Blackboard. Make sure to download and save it on your own computer. Now the roller coaster data is on your computer and we'll import it from RStudio. Suppose you want to import a CSV file on your computer. You can use either read.csv or read underline CSV command directly in a console. Or you can use the import dataset tool located top right corner of RStudio as shown in this picture. I guarantee you this button is way easier than just writing the whole command on your own in console. For a CSV file, you can use from text parentheses base option. Notice that we can also import Excel file, SPSS file, SAS, or Strata files. Since CSV file is a common data format and our current data, roller coaster data, is in CSV format. We'll see more details about text-based options in the next slide. One pro tip here, once you imported the data, you can see the actual code on the console window. Make sure you copy and paste the generated code from import dataset into your script or R Markdown file. It is very likely that you will need it again. And it is necessary to run R Markdown file to include the data import step. If you click the From Text Base option, the new window on the slide will appear. Choose a new name for the data set as the red circle box. You will use this name in your code later, so make sure it is not too complicated to spell. And also, it's better it makes sense. The data name is actually makes sense. Our data has the heading, which is the variable names as a part of the data. We will leave heading as yes. For a typical CSV data set, you probably don't need to change too much from the default option. Okay, more. Now click import at the bottom right corner, then your data set coaster is imported and it automatically use view command to show the data set on the top left corner in RStudio. Make sure to check data set looks correct. There are many built-in data set in R and ready for us to use. For example, you already use iris data for your first assignment as a built-in data set in R. If you type iris in console, it will show what iris data look like. Now, type diamonds in the console. What does that do? It should return an error. Some data sets are only available inside of the package, like diamonds data. Let's install ggplot2 package first, and then type diamonds. Once more here, we already installed a ggplot package before, so this time you don't actually need to reinstall it, but you need to load it. So make sure that you have a library parenthesis ggplot2. Then type diamonds. Now we will see the diamond data set is available to use. Built-in data are very easy to use since it is already cleaned and available for us. We can Google data names in R to find a description of the data. Sometimes we might need to import the data on the web directly. We can import such data using read.csv command again with the web address. This particular abalone data does not have variable names as header. So we are using header equals false option. Once we import the data, we can assign variable names to the data using names command as shown on the slide. For more detailed description, we can Google the data, of course. Assignment 2 in this module will use this data, use the abalone data, and you can actually find the description in the beginning of the assignment as well. Suppose we want to actually, save the clean version of abalone data saved in a particular directory. We can use write.csv or write underline CSV command to export the data frame to a CSV file. So before we were having CSV file and try to read the CSV file from R or R Studio, but it's actually opposite this time. Suppose we have a data frame in R, and how can we actually export and save it in your own folder as a CSV file? Inside of the double quotation, we can specify the directory, just like it is shown. If we do not specify the directory, as in our example, it will export the data frame to CSV file in our working directory. Oh, I guess we really didn't specify the directory here in the inside of write.csv file. I mean, you can do that in front of abalone.clean there. I guess in the quotation inside the quotation, but here, since we are not really writing all the directory names there, it will automatically save in your working directory.